Hi, I'm going to show you how to make a flower out of squares and turn them into circles. And I've shown you this before, how to make a circle out of a square. You just keep cutting off the corners until you get rounded edges. So I'm starting out with a small circle, then I'm going to make the medium circle. And you can see I'm trying to keep all of my scraps on the table so that I don't have a big mess clean up later on. And I'm just making all of the rounded edges. Now I'm going with the big square, and it's easier on the bigger ones, I think, because you can see all of the angles. And my video is sped up, so I'm going really fast. I'm going to show you this twice. Then I'm going to glue them all together. Make sure I have enough glue on there to make them all stick, and I press down. And then I'm going to glue the other one. I'm going to set that one aside so I can do my next one. And I'm going to cut off all the corners. Make sure there's no sharp edges left. Cut off all the corners. Make sure there's no sharp edges left. And I do it one more time. Make sure there's no sharp edges left. And then I glue them all together, making sure there's enough glue on each one to make them all stick. Now I'm going to take my black Sharpie. I'm making sure there's a piece of paper underneath so that I don't get any on my table, and I make my designs on each of the radial designs. So each color gets its own design. So I make my flower very special. So each color gets its own design. Then at the end, I'm going to show you a way to make the stems. Now you can make your stems white if you don't have any green paper, but then after I did this, I will show you in class how to make another stem. Now remember, my video is going very fast. You should be taking your time like an artist and going a lot slower. And the fancier your flower, the more beautiful it becomes. Now I'm going to set my flowers aside. Now watch how I do this. I go from the corner of my paper and I just start rolling it up tight. And then once I get to that part, I use a lot of glue, and I roll it over, and I'm going to let it dry for a minute. And you can see I don't have enough glue there, so I put a little bit more. Now, if I don't have green paper, that's okay. I'm just going to use regular old white paper because we deal with what we have, right? And I'm going to set it aside to dry. I actually let mine dry overnight. I'm going to roll that paper up from the corner, keeping it as tight as I can. And I'm rolling it up. And then I stop about there, add as much glue as I can. I actually got a little glue on my table. That was not cool. And then I seal it up. Uh-oh, I had to wash that. And then I put glue on my flower, and I'm going to let those dry. I'm actually going to let those dry overnight, and you're going to have 5 flowers, and then tomorrow we're going to make the vases, and we're going to put it all together. Look at how I'm cleaning up all of my scraps.